Fox 4 investigates the criminal cases in Missouri where charges are not filed because of Missouri's Stand Your Ground law. Jackson County has declined charges in more than 400 Stand Your Ground cases over the past decade.
And many of those cases were homicides. Fox 4's Dave DeMarco spoke with a very concerned Jackson County prosecutor, Melissa Johnson, about why those numbers could climb even higher if the law doesn't change.
Kansas City homicides hit a 20-year high in 2016 and have stayed at or above that number the past decade. Many prosecutors believe the timing isn't coincidence. That's when Missouri legislators relaxed to remove laws on gun education, permitting, and age requirements.
I mean, it's just kind of insane, isn't it? We could just be safer if we're just willing to not let juveniles be armed.
And it's when they expanded Stand Your Ground. Before 2016, the law allowed you to use force to defend yourself and others at home or in a vehicle or private property, but it required you to try to retreat to safety before using force to defend yourself in public. In 2016, lawmakers did away with the duty to retreat, stating you could use force to defend yourself anywhere as long as you had the right to be there. The law received large support from the NRA before it passed and still has many proponents.
We shouldn't have the victim of an attack who was forced to defend themselves explain why they could not retreat. Because if you turn and run, you're turning your back on the threat, and flight may trigger his predatory impulse.
Prosecutors say the law is triggering more violence, period.
People do not feel like they have a duty to retreat or they have a duty to protect the safety of others, even those that might be, wrongdoing, right? More people lose their lives. And that's just the harsh reality. That's what the data shows.
Can it embolden people?
100%, yes.
After Missouri Court of Appeals decision in November, Johnson worries the law will expand even more. Courts typically require the force a person uses in self-defense to be proportional to the perceived threat. But in this case, an appeals court said a woman who fended off a fist fight by threatening her assailant with a knife was justified.
What that ruling states is that lethal and deadly force can be used in response to a minor assault.
Johnson is asking lawmakers to clarify the law, with big concerns on the effects it could have on squabbles at places like nightclubs and the basketball court.
I do not want to live in a town where it is okay to shoot somebody because they shoved you.
That's an increasingly common scenario in public spaces in Kansas City.
The conduct stemming from both sides happens like a volcano.
Two people charged with firing shots at the Chiefs' victory rally in 2024 have since claimed self-defense and negotiated plea deals. Prosecutors determined evidence showed they were not the initial aggressors. Critics have questioned, why not just prosecute these cases and let juries decide whether the killing was justified?
We don't make these decisions lightly. We take a deep and expansive look at the law, and if it's not there, it is our ethical obligation to not proceed with that case.
Now she's calling on lawmakers to strip the right to self-defense when two people or groups agree to meet to air out differences.
I've read the complaints that everything would be fine if the Missouri legislature just passed these laws. I disagree.
Former Jackson County Prosecutor Jean Peters Baker told me she urged Missouri legislators to change the law.
I mean, would you have it completely repealed?
Stand your ground?
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're not safer because of it.
We tried to contact both current lawmakers and those in office when Missouri's Stand Your Ground law was passed. None we reached out to agreed to sit down with us to discuss what seems to continue to be a hot button issue. Dave DeMarco, Fox 4, working for you.